Let's jump right in with one of the most visually interesting passages, Ezekiel 37:19. There's this image of God taking two sticks, one for Joseph and his tribes, the other for Judah, and bringing them together. What's going on with that symbol?
It's such a rich picture. Those sticks actually represent the divided kingdoms of Israel, Judah in the south, and the northern tribes led by Joseph's descendants. God promises to reunite them, making them one in my hand. It's a powerful statement about healing old divisions.
That visual always stuck with me, maybe because it's so concrete. I imagine people watching the prophet literally hold two sticks and bind them together. It must have hit home. But is it just about politics, or is there a deeper message?
There's definitely more to it. While it's about Israel's split, it also points to restoration, God taking what's fractured and making it whole. In a way, it's a promise that no wound or division is too deep for God to heal, which just feels really relevant today.
That actually reminds me of how God introduces himself to Moses in Exodus 3:6. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Why do you think God keeps repeating that specific introduction?
What fascinates me is how personal that island God ties himself to a family and their story, not just an abstract title. It's almost like he's saying, I remember your history, your people, your struggles. That anchors the promise of restoration we saw in Ezekiel.
And maybe it also reassures Moses, like, you're part of this ongoing story. You're not starting from scratch. Have you noticed how often that anchor shows up later in Scripture?
Definitely. The echo of God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob comes up all over, especially when people need reminding that God's promises are consistent. It's like a thread tying generations together, which makes the idea of restoration feel even more real.
Switching gears, Luke 20 and Acts 4 both feature these tense moments where religious leaders challenge authority. In Luke, they question Jesus, and in Acts, the apostles. What stands out to you in how those confrontations play out?
What jumps out is the boldness. The leaders demand to know, by what authority do you do these things? In both cases, Jesus and the apostles flip the question, making the leaders face their own resistance to truth. It's gutsy and a bit dramatic.
Honestly, I love how the apostles just refuse to be silenced in Acts 4. Even when threatened, they say, we cannot help speaking about what we have seen and heard. It's so raw and courageous.
That courage is contagious, right? They draw from their connection to the God of their ancestors, the same one Moses met. It's a living tradition that empowers them to speak out. I think that's what makes those stories so inspiring even now.
Funny you say that the power of speaking up ties into both Psalm 12:4 and Numbers 6:24-26. Psalm 12 talks about words that boast and manipulate, but